Hi, welcome to Yoga with Dagny. Today's practice is a practice that I'm going to share that I did in a class recently, so I'll share some of it with you. The premise of this practice is to release stress and anxiety from the body through large muscle movement. So our entire practice today will be a practice of aligning our breath with the movement of our muscles. For props, if you have 2 yoga blocks or yoga bricks, that would be wonderful. If not, I'm sure you'll be just fine without them. But if you have at least 1 or 2, that would be wonderful. So yeah, so welcome. We're gonna actually start standing up today. And the first thing we're gonna do is, if you ever have seen an animal who has gone through something stressful, a lot of times their impulse is to shake things out. So we're just gonna begin with shaking things out. So just stand with your feet a little wider than your hips and just take a minute and start to shake out your day. Start to shake out your stress. Anything that's been bothering you, shake it out. Maybe close your eyes, because this can look a little silly as you notice, but close your eyes and just shake it out. Yeah. Good. And then just stand in mountain pose for a moment and just notice the effects of shaking it out. You might feel a little bit of energy already coursing through your body. You might feel a little looser already. That would be the whole. And next, I'm just going to show you the breath that we're going to work with throughout our practice today. So as we inhale, and you can just keep your hands right in Tadasana. I'm just going to use my hands to show you the direction the breath is taking. But you can just stand still and do this breath. As we inhale, we're going to think about filling up with the inhalation like a balloon. So you're just completely filling up with breath. And as we exhale, we're going to exhale from the pubic bone up and out. So we're going to inhale and we're going to fill up like a balloon. The belly expands, the chest expands, the ribs expand. And as we exhale, we're going to exhale from the pubic bone up. And we're going to try to make the breath even. So for instance, you'll inhale to the count of 4 with a big breath. And exhale to the count of 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. If that's too long, you can inhale and exhale to the count of 3, whatever works best for you. But inhaling, expanding like a balloon. Exhale, releasing from the bottom up. 2 more of these. Good. Awesome. And next we're going to do the ha breath, which is a way to get things out. So I'm going to show you from the side so that you can, first I'll show you from the front and then I'll show you from the side. But feet are going to be a little more than hip width apart. We're going to inhale and expand like a balloon. And we're going to exhale with a ha. And as you can see, as you come forward, your knees can bend. Inhaling, expanding like a balloon. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And we're gonna do 6 more of these at our own pace. Good. And then once you're down here, just hang loosely for a moment in Uttanasana. Maybe gently sway the hips from side to side. You can clasp the elbows if you want and sway. Or just find stillness for a moment and just take a couple of those big belly breaths, expanding as you inhale. And contracting from the bottom up as you exhale. Let your head go completely. And when you're ready, we're gonna inhale and we're gonna come up, all the way up. And we're gonna exhale the hands right to the heart. Good. And next we're gonna come into Tadasana with a brick between our legs. So take your brick kind of this long way here and put it right between your legs. And then bring your feet in so that they're about hip width apart. Look down at your feet, see that they're parallel. Maybe stretch your toes forward, stretch your heels back. Come into both edges of your feet, press them down into the earth. And from that rooting down into the earth, feel your crown rising up and connecting to the North Star above you, connecting out into the cosmos. So your roots and your feet are reaching down to the earth and your crown is reaching up to heaven. And this in itself can be a beautiful stretch. And then making a little space under your armpits, just let the arms be charged with energy by the side, releasing from the shoulders down through the hands, feeling some space between each of your vertebrae and finding that beautiful breath moving in and out. And we're gonna come into a little flow next. So I'm gonna show you from the side what we're gonna do here. We're gonna inhale, balloon breath up. And we're gonna exhale and sit back into chair pose. And then we're gonna inhale up. And then we're gonna exhale, bend the knees and forward fold. Uttanasana. We're gonna inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sit back chair. Inhale up. Exhale, knees bend forward fold, Uttanasana. And continue, we'll do 6 more at your own pace. Inhaling up. Exhaling, chair, Uttanasana. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward, Uttanasana. If you're in your chair and you can see your toe, can't see your toes, you need to sit back more. Follow your own breath, your own pace. Enter the movement. Two more of these. One more. This time, just hold your chair pose, coming into both edges of the feet, taking your tailbone towards your knees, keeping your spine nice and long, sitting back, building some strength, finding your breath, and then inhaling up and exhale, release the arms. Excellent. Then we're going to come into a little bit of a balance, keeping your brick where it is. A little bit of the balance challenge. So coming into parallel feet again, we're going to just practice rolling up on the toes. So look ahead at something that's not moving. Practice coming up on the tippy toes and then coming back down. Maybe big, slow, steady breath in and up. And exhaling down. Inhaling up. Rising up if you can, finding your balance. Exhaling down. And a few more at your own pace. Strengthening the feet and ankles as we go. And exhaling down. Good. From here, we're going to just put our bricks on either side of our mat. And I'm just going to show you what we're going to do next from the side so you can see. Feet are going to be together to begin with. And then as you take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, step back with your left leg into warrior one lunge. So good. And then we're going to inhale and step forward. And exhale, step back, other side. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And you can either plant the foot as you come back, or you can come into a lunge with the toes up, whatever feels better to you. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And just a few more at your own pace. With breath. Good, and then just inhaling forward and exhaling into Tadasana. Feet hip width apart, standing nice and straight and strong. And then just bend forward and place your hands on your bricks so that your shoulders are over your hands and your hips are over your feet, and just let go for a moment. And then we're gonna do three big balloon breaths here. As we inhale and balloon, we're gonna stretch the spine forward and expand. And as we exhale from the pubis up, we're just gonna bend the elbows back and come down. So like that, let's actually do 4 more. Inhale forward. Exhale down. And 3 more through the nose. Good, and then just straightening the arms. We're gonna take a nice big breath in, and we're gonna step back with the left leg. So step back with that left leg, kind of turn that back foot in a little bit. See that your front heel is about intersecting the middle of your back arch. And when you're ready, we're gonna inhale and we're gonna cartwheel up and take warrior two by bending that front knee. And on our exhale, we're gonna reach forward, bring our hand down to the knee and roll our heart up, hand on the hip. Good, and then we're gonna keep that knee bend. We're gonna inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Uttanasana, rolling the heart up. Inhale. Ballooning, exhale, releasing. Inhale. A few more like this. Good, and then inhale, warrior two. Exhale, this time take the arm behind you, palm up, and exhale it over your head, so palm comes down. And then inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Uttanasana, arm overhead, rolling the heart up. Inhale, two more. Exhaling down. Stay grounded in the back leg. One more time, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale up, warrior two. Straighten that leg. Take a little break, ground through the back heel here, and then release into warrior two again. So we're gonna inhale warrior two. This time we're gonna exhale exalted warrior, bending that front knee and coming back. And then we're gonna inhale warrior two and exhale exalted warrior. Two more of these. Inhale warrior two. Exhale exalted warrior. Inhale warrior two. Exhale exalted warrior. And then inhaling warrior two. Straighten the leg. Take your bricks and walk them in front of you. Turn the feet both facing forward. Inhale, a long straight spine. Exhale, bend the elbows back. Maybe bring your bricks down for your head. And we're just gonna rest for a moment and take some nice deep breaths. So your head is gonna go on your bricks. Your hands can go out to the ankles if it's comfortable. You want your toes facing forward or even slightly in. You can stack the bricks so your crown of your head can rest at whatever height you need to make the bricks. This is an excellent pose for releasing anxiety. Just resting your head and letting go. It's so important that we learn to let go of all the things that are not under our control. That we can just release them to the universe, release them to the Mother Earth, release them. And as we inhale, we'll just bring in peace. We'll just bring in a sense of peace and a sense of gratitude for what we do have and for the things that we can work with in our lives. And as we exhale, we just let go of all the things that are not under our control. Good, and when you're ready, you can bring your hands out in front of you, inhale and come up. Take your bricks into your hands, and then just continue to walk your way over to the other side. So you're gonna turn that left foot out, your right foot in, get your railroad tracks of your front heel intersecting your back arch as best you can, and then cartwheel your way up with a big breath in. And exhale, release inner groin to inner knee, coming into warrior two again. Inhaling warrior two, extending your torso out over that front leg, back arm to the hip. Exhale, Utthita Parshvanasana. Come equally into both feet. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Utthita Parshvanasana. Good, stretching it out, being in your legs, opening the hips. Big breath in, big breath out. Couple more like that. And then inhaling up, straightening the leg, taking a little break. We're going to go into full Utthita Parshvanasana this time. So let's inhale and take warrior two, bending that front leg. Exhale, palm turns up, goes up and over by the ear. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, Utthita Parshvanasana. Ground through that back leg, don't lose it. Inhale, balloon. Exhale, pubic bone up. Two more like this. And another one. Excellent. Hold for a moment. Roll the belly up to heaven. And inhale up, warrior two when you're ready. Straighten that front leg. Turn both feet to face forward. And then step or walk your feet together. Oh, we forgot to do exalted warrior. Step your feet back apart. Sorry about that. Turn your back toes in and your front ones back out the way we had it. And stopping into our warrior two again. Inhaling into that warrior two. This time we're going to turn the front palm up and exhale. Exalted warrior. Backhand goes down the back leg. Inhale. Exhale. Exalted warrior up and back. Stretching it out. Big flowing movements. Keep bending that front leg, grounding through that back leg. Two more of these. One more of these. Good. Inhaling warrior two, straightening that front leg. Now we'll turn both feet to face forward and step our feet back together. Awesome. And just kind of rolling that out for a moment. Roll your hips, big, gross movements of the hips, making circles. Good way to kind of relieve the lower back a little bit. Once you've circled one direction, take it the other way. Almost like you're doing a little hula hoop, even bigger maybe. Good. Bringing that to stillness. Bring the feet a little closer together. Let's cup our knees with our hands and just gently, whatever way feels good to you, rotate the knees. Kind of playing with that rotation a little bit. Good. Maybe the ankles will get a little involved as well. Just feeling good here. Letting the lower back move around gently. And bringing that into stillness, coming up. Inhaling the shoulders up to the ears and exhaling them down and back a couple times. So good to breathe. Okay, so next we're going to work with our balance a little bit. You can always grab a wall if you're feeling a little unsteady today. Just so you can reach out and grab it if you want it. In any case, we're going to ground through our right leg and just lift your left leg up and bend it back, and just see that your knees are parallel, your chest is lifted. Maybe even inhale the arms up if you can here. Good, exhale. Release that leg, shake it out, the standing leg. Then grounding this time through the left one, just lifting up the right one, leveling your hips, lifting your chest, and let's balloon breath up. And exhale down, maybe one more breath like that, ballooning up. And exhaling down, good. And then releasing that leg, take that up. Then grounding through the right one again. We're gonna do the same thing with the left one, but we're gonna take our hand out like a serving tray and grab the ankle from the inside if you can. When we do this, the tendency is to let this knee splay out, but we're gonna try to keep it right in line. We're gonna try to lift the chest up, gaze ahead at something that's not moving. Get lifting in your chest, nice and straight in your standing leg. And then inhale up through the arm. Good. Big breath in. This might be enough for you. If you want to begin to tip forward, you can begin to tip forward. Get strong in the standing leg. Keep breathing. There could be a little kicking up through the toes if you want. Offer up your heart to something higher. Say, with yoga, we're talking about coming into union with the highest that you know, or with love or consciousness. So lift your heart to the highest that you know. Good, and then inhale to come on up. Whew. Exhale, release that. Now we gotta take that out. Whew. And let's just shake it all out. Let it all go, let it all go, let it all go. Whew. Good. All right, second side. So grounding this time through the left foot, just lift that right one up. Find your serving tray with your hand. Scoop from the inside of the ankle. Release the tailbone down, lift the chest up. And maybe, just maybe, you might want to inhale the arm up. And then maybe, just maybe, you might want to straighten that leg and start to come forward, keeping the heart and chest lifted, keeping the breath flowing, and making an offering to love, to peace, to the true, to the good, to the beautiful. Yes. I'm saying yes to that. And then when you're ready, inhale and come back up. Exhale, release the arm, release the leg, and just shake it out. Good. Awesome. From here, we're just gonna come, you have a yogi's choice depending on your knees. We're either gonna widen our legs a little bit and just come down into a little squat. Yes. If squatting doesn't work for you, you can always sit on a brick and squat. That can help too. Sitting on a brick and squatting can be helpful. Or if that doesn't work for you, you can sit on a brick and come into Tadasana with the bottoms of your feet together. So this is a yogi's choice. Either coming into Tadasana, bound angle pose, or brick squat, or just a regular squat. But whatever choice you've made here, just take a minute to elongate your spine and release your lower back and come into the breath again. Nice big breaths. Good. Awesome. Another breath or two. And then just come right down onto the floor and straighten the legs. And we're just gonna do a little inhaling up and exhaling from the pubis up as you come forward to reach to your toes. And then inhaling up and ballooning out. Exhaling, reaching forward. And 2 more of those. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward. And inhaling up. And exhaling forward. Good. And then just to transition down to the belly, we're gonna do a little coming onto all fours, curling the toes under, shake your tail, bring it to stillness and take a big breath in and balloon that chest and belly out, and on the exhale, lift up into dog. Good, and then we're gonna do a little practice where we're gonna inhale, ballooning out, coming forward into plank pose, butt is flat, and exhaling, lifting with the hips back into dog, squeezing out from the pubis up. Inhale, ballooning. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, ballooning. Exhale, releasing. Good, and then shaking the doggy tail a little bit or walking your doggy, whatever feels better, releasing your neck, dropping the knees wide and coming into child's pose. And just take a breath or two in there into your child's pose. Good, and then coming forward onto the belly. Legs go straight back, arms are by the chest, fingertips by the chest, elbows in. We're gonna inhale up, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. And then exhale down 2 more times like that. Inhaling up, just a little weight on the hands, use your back. Exhaling down. Inhale, ballooning. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, ballooning up even higher. Exhaling, child's pose. Inhale, rolling back up and back to Bhujangasana. Exhaling, lifting the pelvis, rolling back into child's. And with your own breath, inhaling forward, ballooning out. Exhaling back, pulling up from the pubis, all the way up. 2 more of those. Getting into your flow. How flow can you go? Feeling your body, being in your practice and your breath, exploring movement and breath, and big gross movements to relieve any stress from your body. Let's do 1 more of those. And just resting in your child's pose for a moment. Couple of big breaths. Next, we're going to go from child's pose here. And we're going to inhale up and scoop the arms out and up. And exhale back into child's pose, arms coming back. And just rolling your way. Inhale, scooping up. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, flowering like a springtime flower. Exhaling back. 2 more of these. Exaggerate the movements, just sprout out like spring. Inhale. Exhale back. And one more of those. Inhale up. Ballooning out. And exhale, pull up from the pubis, up through the belly, up and out. And just rest there for a moment. And inhaling up. Okay, so next, we're gonna lie on our backs. Just lie on your back for a moment. And let's just take our left knee into the chest and just move it around a minute. Oh yes, just open up that hip, open up that ankle. One way and then the other. Good. And bringing that into stillness. Arms are going to come by the sides. Your right arm is going to stay grounded and your right leg is going to stay grounded. As you inhale, you're going to extend that left leg forward to hover a couple inches over the ground, and that left arm is going to go over your head. As you exhale, you're going to bring it back, knee to chest. So big breaths, ballooning up and out. Exhaling, pubis up, squeezing it out. 3 more on this side. Entering your movements. Grounding to the opposite leg and arm. 2 more. And 1 more. And bringing that knee in, take that left arm out to the side, use the right arm to guide that knee gently across into a little twist. Releasing the lower back, releasing the hips. Maybe you'll gently turn and look out over the left arm. And just taking a big breath, ballooning out the ribs here. And exhaling, bottoms up. Good, and then inhaling, coming back to the center. And exhale, release that leg. Good, and just straighten out from head to toe. Taking in the right leg this time, we'll just move it around. Open that hip joint up a little bit. Just exploring a little movement, being kind to yourself, being kind to your body with gentle movements. And then also the ankle. Good, and then extending the arm, extending the leg. We're going to be only moving the right one this time. As we inhale, the leg comes forward and hovers a couple inches above the ground as the arm goes overhead. Exhale, arm comes back by the side, knee to chest. And we'll do 4 more of those. Strong in the standing leg, big breaths. Taking your time, make the movements fluid and smooth. Arm and leg moving together like a symphony. 2 more. One more. Good, and then keeping that knee to chest, arm out to the side, using the opposite arm, just guide yourself over into a nice supine twist. Stretching out through the hip, stretching out through the shoulder, just letting it gently reach back. Breathing, letting go. expanding and contracting with grace and ease and breath. Good. And when you're ready, inhaling that back up to the center and exhale, releasing that down. And then we're just going to come right into a beautiful little rest here, lying on your back, feet mat width apart and arms by your sides, allowing your palms to be open to receive light, love, peace, grace. And as you're exhaling, you're just releasing. You're releasing your thinking mind, releasing your relationship to the content of your thoughts. You're just softening your face and softening your breath, softening your body, and just allowing yourself to integrate the benefits of the movements that you made, the benefits of the breath, as you just melt, allowing your whole body to just melt, the entire back body just melts onto the floor. And the front of your body just melts back onto the back of your body. Releasing the hips and legs. Releasing the shoulders and arms. Belly. The heart. The head. And then just when you're ready, just bring a little gentle movement to the fingers and toes. And bend your knees. Maybe hugging them up to the chest. With an exhalation, just roll onto the side. And with an inhalation, press up to find a seat. Maybe crossing the legs and sitting up straight. And just bring the hands right to your heart center, the temple within you, temple of consciousness, the temple of awareness, the temple of love, the temple of truth and peace and goodness. And bowing to that. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. I will look forward to next time. If you ever get too stressed out, remember to just shake it out. Thank you.